Okay, guys, so like me, you keep hearing about this woman. Her name is Trevino. She has two kids, and she had a baby daddy that passed away. So right now on TikTok, she's gained a lot of notoriety. Like, if not every month, different types of drama happens. Now, right now, Trevino no longer has custody of her kids. They're with her grandparents now. Because she has like 20 CPS charges on her. Which I'm like, damn, how does it even get that high? She says it here in this video and also says all of them got dropped. Which I was reading the comments and it was like, don't believe her, y'all. She lying, she lying. But then I saw this video. And I guess one of her daughters got severe burns. And she's like refusing to take the daughter to the ER. She's like, then I gotta get an Uber. And then, I gotta wake up early in the morning. It was crazy.
I can nap.
Hey, what could I put on her burn?
Talk in the microphone, show you. Oh, her burn. I thought you said her head.
I
really think you should take her to urgent care if it is bad. Send me a picture of it.
Then I'm gonna have to get a freaking Uber.
Okay. I mean, just because you have to get an Uber doesn't mean you shouldn't take her to the urgent care.
I know, but I have to get up early.
Now, unless this was some kind of like trolling method of having attention, it seems to be there's a bunch of other occasions why everyone on the live stream kept calling CPS on Trevino. So guys, now that you're starting to get a gist, let's get into this. The lore of Trevino. So guys, get your tea and get your snacks, okay? Because you already know this is about to be good. Now, on her rise to fame, she was working at a dentist's office. I guess some fan or someone saw her, took a picture, and put that online. And then she goes online and says, yes, guys, I work at a dentist's office. And the doctor sold the whole practice to some Indians. And because you guys sent them videos and pictures of me from on TikTok, they fired me. Which was crazy, guys, because I found another video and she says that she didn't actually get fired. She actually quit. And she says her reason was because I'm not finna work for no Indian man.
Then we got Indian owners. Yes, I said that. And I didn't get along with the regional manager. As soon as they took over, I was already in his office the first day. I was mad at my doctor for selling. Okay? I cried almost every day that I was at that job because I did not like it. It's a blessing in disguise that I got fired. I'm happy. He gave us an option to stay with the new owners or leave. And I chose to leave because they were Indians. And I'm not working under no Indians. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, guys, this person seems like a serial liar. Now, her getting fired really didn't matter because her live streaming career was going up. And she's been going nonstop for the past like 1 or 2 years. Now, on this live right here, she tells this girl that she used to get jealous of her daughter because her baby daddy liked their daughter more than her. So she would be abusive to their daughter. And one example she gave is that she would like pull her daughter's hair.
And that's why I feel so bad at her because like Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so like I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even like hate me for that. Like she doesn't even remember that.
Right.
And
Did you ever?
Getting jealous of your daughter is crazy work. Now, another thing is that she was known for teaching their daughters like slurs. So like in this video, she calls her daughter a back that's really wet and a person that hopped a border, but I'm not using the slur. So people were like, how are you just talking to your daughter like this? This is crazy. Now, another thing that she was known for was being an inmate hopper. She would like only date guys in prison. In this video, she's telling the inmate, hey, you know you my 30th inmate I've talked to?
you're my 30th inmate. Did I not tell you that? You really are.
And during these calls, obviously she got gifts and she would send some of that money over to the inmate for his commissary.
It's okay because I got other options. I'm going to tell Lexi to send me somebody else anyways. You were the wrong option. You ain't nothing. Remember, you're incarcerated.
You say you got other options, but you weren't even an option.
Did you just say I was not an option?
One of them was a guy named Jesse, which they broke up like as soon as he got out. And then there was another guy named Francisco. And supposedly he was actually in there for unaliving 2 children. And then she dropped this video of a bear and flowers she got. And she said, this is from Francisco, and he's in jail, so damn. Any of you women out there, y'all should be able to at least get this. And people were like, girl, how could you be in love with a man like that? And you would see her on calls being like, no, baby, I know you ain't do it. Duh, you would never do something like that. Duh, 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 duh. She would also do multiple conjugal visits, which I don't know how that's possible. He living too good. Now, another thing is that she was able to get herself an apartment using the live stream money, but she doesn't buy her kids some beds. And everybody was like, what the heck? Why? In this video, she says it's because she only has visitation. So she didn't see a point if they're not gonna always be there.
I haven't bought them a bed because I didn't know if they were going to move in for sure. But now that I know that they fixed up their room, you see the LED lights? They fixed up their room. They brought their cajones back from my mom's house because they had their vanity stuff over there. They brought everything back. So now I'm going to buy them a bed for Christmas. But I'm going to get it before Christmas. But I don't.
If they got a bedroom, then I don't know why you didn't give them beds. And why do they gotta wait till Christmas? It's just insane. Now, her daughter, Haley, made a TikTok. It started blowing up. Her and her mom was doing a battle. And on TikTok, like, you send gifts in a certain amount of time, and whoever gets the most gifts in that time limit wins the battle. Look at Ash's reaction when her daughter gets more gifts. That's kind of crazy. So after that, Ash starts dating this guy named Santos. Now, in this video, she says Santos is 22, she's 35. And people were like, that age difference is crazy. Now, I don't know how, but a rumor started going around saying that Santos was 19. So someone called the police and said that Ash was promoting underage drinking. Now, she's still on live. And the police officer's like, yo, just so you know, this gentleman over here is 19. Ash is like, okay, but we should be good because he wasn't even drinking, which he wasn't. So they were good. So basically, this is another lie that we caught Ash in. Now, how do we know they were freaking around? Because in this video, she says that I already seen Santos's pee-pee and he's seen my noo-noo, which is a crazy thing to call your thingy.
I've already seen his pee-pee and he's already seen my noo-noo, okay?
Now, one thing that's being said, she got banned off of Instagram for flashing. I didn't see that video, but on TikTok, she did something like the same thing. She's talking to Santos, and I guess he's in the shower. She asks to see his thing, gets off camera, and like you can hear like a buzzing noise. So everyone's saying that she's like using the rose, and she does it over here too. Everyone's like, the reason why I know that's a rose toilet is because mine sounds the same. Her door is wide open too. I hope her kids weren't home. Ew, it's a clapping noise for me. On a side note, another thing that's going around, Santos has allegations for DV. So people are like, why do you keep going for these type of guys that just got issues? Now, on a side note, people kept calling her bedbug, and I wasn't sure why until this video. She's like chilling here talking, and then a bedbug, or like, I don't know what kind of bug that is, crawls up, and she tries to like play it off and act like she don't see it.
Oh my God, what is that?
No, but I'm saying like,
Now look how she looks at it.
The extension.
She's about to look at it. Look at this. This had me cracking up. Now, another thing that happens for Christmas, Ash Trevino sends her kids away, I believe, to the grandparents' house because she wanted to be with Santos. So she's like making a big dinner, making a brisket. And people were like, what the fuck? You're ditching your kids for Santos? Then what ends up happening is Santos don't even show up. Ditches her for Christmas. So everybody was like, that's crazy that you ditched your kids and now he ditched you. But then later, he slides over and says, yo, I fell asleep in the car, da-da-da-da. Then he pulls up, but with two girls with him. Now, this had me confused because I kept scrolling through the TikToks and seeing or hearing about these other girls coming in. In this video, she's like, hey, I told him not to be bringing other girls around, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, do y'all got some kind of arrangement? Are y'all poly? Because he's over here with this girl and they kissing and shit. And then he tells her that he's going to be with Ash for Christmas. So I'm like, okay. Now, guys, this is probably where you started to hear a lot about Ash Trevino. Before Christmas, Thanksgiving. So she takes her family to this other house. And she says, this is our tia, which is like aunt in Spanish. Turns out it wasn't their actual aunt. It was just some lady she met on TikTok that she called Tia. But this is how she talked about it all online. Now, either her name is Tia or they're talking about Spanish Tia, whatever. But Tia's ex-husband comes to the house and he's causing chaos and he assaulting motherfuckers in there. Now, I guess it calms down, he leaves or something. Not only that, I guess some strangers or people that watch Ash found their house that she was in. So she went out there to talk to them. I guess they just chit-chatted, said, what's she doing, da-da-da, and I guess they left. I don't know. Then she chooses to go out to the bar, which people said supposedly that she was already drinking, so it was crazy that she was drinking and driving. But whatever, she's at the bar. Now, when people saw this, they was like, girl, you left your kids up in that lady's house. Her ex-husband's pulling up, causing ruckus in the house. And strangers know the location of the house where your kids are at. Do you not care about your kids? This makes no sense. So a lot of people was like, man, Ash Trevino is not a good mother. Also, when she was at this bar, I don't know what happened, but supposedly Ash was talking about this girl. And that same girl actually pulls up to the bar that she's at. And she's like, hey, how are you? What up? What up? You was talking to me. What's up? What's up? And then this turns into a big fight. And this all goes down in Thanksgiving, or at least around that time. So we call this the Thanksgiving incident. Now, another thing that just happened, Ash was like in San Antonio with a bunch of like younger guys. They went to this steakhouse, but people knew where they were, so they ended up getting kicked out. So then they went to the Rainforest Cafe. Then a woman pulls up on Ash Trevino in the cafe. Then the police showed up, and the police searched someone within their clique. They searched somebody in that clique, and they find a weapon, and this man was on probation. So he gets sent to jail, and Ash Trevino over here like, I'm not leaving till my mans are free. Which was crazy because, girl, you got kids at home. Go home. Go home. Now, guys, I'm going to make a part 2 because this lore just keeps going and going. So I'm going to end this video with one of Ash's favorite breakfasts. It's hot Cheetos and bean dip.